We just pushed live. Why don't we just start by telling the people a little bit about yourself and who you are and what you do?
What's going on, the people? My name is Matt Diggity. I am from California. I'm from the States, currently living in Thailand, and I run all my businesses completely surrounded in SEO, mostly focusing on affiliate marketing, but also some agency stuff. I do client SEO as well, and also offer some SEO services like backlinks through a business called Authority Builders, and I have a conference called Chiang Mai SEO Conference.
Nice,
So
nice.
all mixed up, all married to the SEO industry.
How do you got a lot of stuff going on too, man? I mean, how do you focus your time? Do you have any sort of specific like process that you follow? Is it just drinking like from a fire hose every day or what?
Yeah, good question. I mean, okay, so I have this strategy that I've been doing for quite some time where for 2 weeks in a row, what I'll do is I'm doing it right now. So basically I take notes and I write down for every minute of the day, what am I spent doing? So it'd be like, okay, today I did email from 6:20 in the morning to 6:56 in the morning for these various businesses. And then at the end of 2 weeks, I'll total up how much time I spent in each business. And then, so after that, I can get a breakdown of how much time I'm spending on each task. And then what I do is I assign how much money each of those tasks make me. And if that's less than my dollar per hour, my earnings per hour, it gets outsourced. So I do this every quarter, and every quarter just more hires, more stuff given to other people. So
And
it's
that dollar per hour that you figure, is that just your consulting rate or what?
not, well, my consulting rate is defined by this dollar per hour. That's pretty much just defined as how much I make in a month, or what does my average 3-month profit for myself look like, divided by how much actual time I work for those 3 months. So that would be the dollar per hour. And then I kind of define my coaching or my consultation fee based around that.
And I mean, what percentage of you say, like how much coaching and like one-on-one stuff do you do with people?
Freaking nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
So I limit to like once a week. And the reason I keep it is just because when I found that I got rid of it, I actually started to slip a little bit on my SEO skills. I find doing consultations is great for putting your head on a swivel and being like legit at solving problems fast.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've recently really restricted my calendar to kind of be the same thing. I tell people all the time that like if you're actually going to get my time like this, it has to be making me money in some way or another. Like an interview like this actually helps me in a long run in terms of branding and stuff like that. So I do a lot of these things, but I've really cut back on my one-on-one consulting time. If it can't run through my team, then I really don't even bother taking it on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But talk to me a little bit more about the affiliate stuff, because actually it's something I don't know much about. We got a really good lead in actually from an affiliate website. And it's funny, when you posted that saw video, it was actually another affiliate website about saws that we had the lead from. So I watched that video. That was dope. I mean, kind of give me the basics. I know there's a lot to talk about, but like what are the main differences between doing affiliate SEO and, if I were to do SEO for like a B2B SaaS company, something like that?
So client SEO versus affiliate SEO.
Yeah.
There's pros and cons all over the place. So I would say where things are more favorable on the client side is you're getting paid up front. Like you start on day one and you get the paycheck on day one, and you can use that to fund all your SEO efforts. So your hiring and your content and your links and all that kind of stuff is all kind of paid for by the clients. That's one benefit of it. Another benefit is you're starting from a website that's already existing and running, right? So you start not from ground zero. Some cons of it is the client itself. The half of client SEO is managing the client. So you have to take that on, and you have to deal with sales and churn and all that kind of stuff. Now with affiliate SEO, basically the whole idea is you get a website ranked high on page one, which gets traffic, and then you send them to some kind of offer, which you'll pull a cut. So the benefits here are you don't have a boss. It's all you. It's completely up to you. And when that comes into play, the sky's the limit in terms of your earnings. So you won't have to negotiate, hey, client guy, I want more than $2,000 a month. I want $3,000. And then he'll be like, why? Well, with affiliate, it's just you sell more for this other partner and you're going to get more. So that's a solid benefit there. Some cons to it.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Some cons would be, well, number one is you don't get the money up front. So you're literally starting from ground zero. And until that website pulls enough traffic and makes money, you're just all in the red. So that's the big con there. But for me, I dabble in both. I like both sides of things.
And when
but
it
I'd
comes
say I love affiliate.
when it comes to the actual execution of the SEO, do you have a different approach when you're working on an affiliate website versus again, like a software company? Like if I have a software company, I come to you do client SEO, is the type of SEO and like the process that you run on my website different than you do for one of your affiliate websites?
Not too much. I mean, as you know, foundations are the same thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
technical SEO, content, and backlinks. The only thing I might dip into on the affiliate side, because they're my properties and I'm okay to stomach some risk, I might dip into some gray hat techniques. But
For sure.
the correct SEO is correct SEO, and it wouldn't matter whether it's affiliate or a client. The only thing that throws a wrench in things if it's a locally based thing, and then there's a different strategy.
And do you have a niche that you specialize in with affiliate stuff, or you could just kind of like looking for best offers? Like how do you select your niches to focus on for affiliate stuff?
Yeah, well, I like health, wealth, and relationships. Like anything close to those key concerns that are hopefully recession proof. Uh, those are the ones that people get out their wallets for. So I stick to health, wealth, and relationships. And especially right now, I'm pretty embedded into health and fitness and that kind of stuff. Is there a reason why I'm stacked up into health? Not so much, but when you have your project managers and these are your boys, these are your family, and this is
Mhm.
your team, like it's good to put them on stuff that they're interested in. And my company, our culture is like very integrated into health and stuff like that. So
And
that's good. Yeah.
just back in the day, when I first got started in internet marketing, affiliate marketing back then was all about was it ClickBank, right? Like
Mm,
selling digital products, ebooks, stuff like that.
mm,
Mainly using advertising, some SEO back then. It's shifted now more. I mean, just from my understanding, like the company that we're pitching, it's a big company, man. They do a lot of revenue. I mean, a lot of traffic, but it's a big website. It's not like a single product website. It's not as much churn and burn anymore, right? I mean, they're actually functioning like basically like real businesses, to your point. Like the main difference I see with an affiliate site versus like an e-commerce website, another type of website, is just the type of the content. Like, you know this better than I do, but like the review style content works best. You know what I'm saying? Anything where you can get like very bottom of the funnel type traffic. Um, but it's crazy because back then affiliate used to be like kind of I don't want to say internet marketing spam, but like there was a lot of, it was just a different space than it is now. And it's good to see how it's evolved. You know what I'm saying? Um,
yeah.
and
I can agree 100%. I mean, if we just look at, one of the biggest conglomerates in the world, Amazon, they're all about the affiliate, right?
yeah,
So we have that. And, even in the health space, it's not like about sending people like how to drop 15 pounds in 3 days, ebooks. It's supplement companies, legit supplement companies that you and I probably bought from. They all have affiliate programs too.
yeah.
So everyone's jumped on the bandwagon. It's a little bit cleaner these days for sure.
And I mean, do you do a lot of Amazon stuff? And in terms of like the offers that you work with, are they mostly like physical products? Is it like digital type stuff? Like what are you mainly selling, or does it not really matter?
It doesn't really matter. So if I'm in the technology niche too, I do some hosting stuff. So you're
Uh-huh.
sending some to a SaaS product, but in the health space, most of the time you're sending people supplements, and it just varies on what it is. But I try to avoid Amazon. I try not to get into niches where it's kind of like saws, for example.
Mm-hmm.
There's no choice, but you have to send them to Amazon. Why do I avoid that? It's just they have really low commission rates. They put a stain on their customer base too when they just chopped them in half.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a bad business play, in my opinion, to get married to Amazon affiliate and not have some diversity away from it.
Uh-huh.
That said, they're the only good affiliate most of the time for physical products, especially like tools and like things like that. So you don't really have a choice.
Well,
But
just from a
try to.
consumer base too. Yeah. I mean, when I buy stuff, I am actually now just going, like, I'll kind of use Google to browse. but then I'll usually go directly to Amazon. And I find myself too, even knowing that they're damn affiliate sites, like reading those, like supplement reviews are a big one, right? I think it was top 10 subs. It was like 5 years ago. I don't know if they still are. They used to be dominating top 10 subs, whatever it was. Because we had a client in the space. So we were doing a lot of competitive research. We were like, yo, like this affiliate website is ranking first for everything, just killing it with those like long form review articles that I see a lot now. And I can spot an affiliate site from a mile away, but they're usually linking to Amazon stuff. And I would imagine too, just because from the consumer point of view, the conversion rate is so much easier. I'm logged in. Like if you send me to a non-Amazon website, I got to log in, put my credit card. It adds a lot of friction to the process. Amazon's like, all right, it's a no brainer. Like, let me order that shit with my voice, you know?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Like honestly, to that point. So what's the point where I would switch off Amazon with this awesome conversion rate and everyone's credit card stored and all that kind of stuff? I would have to get something around 15 to 20% commission rate versus Amazon's 4 to 8 for it to even consider to be worth it. And I'm really scrutinizing that landing page. That landing page has got to hold up against Amazon's, and it's a tough one. It's a tough one most of the time.
Yeah, it is tough. But to your point though, I mean, it just becomes a numbers game, right? It just becomes a matter of, if you might be making less on Amazon, but converting more, you just choose to go with something different outside of that. But kind of to that point too. So do you select, it sounds like you don't start with an offer. You start with like a niche, and then you're just like, I'm going to build the best asset within this niche.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's a common misconception or bad play with new affiliates. They're like, okay, I'm on this affiliate network and I'm browsing through their offers. I can't find anything, like, where do I look? How do I find a good offer? And I think it's better to take the approach, well, just choose a broad enough niche. Just choose a niche like technology, and then see what you rank for. Like, just start putting out content and see what you rank for and find the offer later.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're going to switch them up all the time anyway. So just getting married to single offers. I mean, what if you don't even rank for it? What if you build a whole website around an offer and it just doesn't rank? It's a backwards approach.
And with your link building company, I've spoken to other link vendors, the guys at Pitchbox I know really well. And it's so funny because everyone who's doing like sees mass links being built, they're always like, you have no idea what some of these affiliates are doing right now. It's like crazy. Like, it's just, affiliates are known with like those companies for being like the most aggressive with link building, also testing, just like shelling out money, which is dope too, because it's funny because to your point is that if it's your website, you're a lot more willing to get burned when you're building links. So when you're working with affiliate websites, do you find yourself being a lot more aggressive with links? Do you have a different link building strategy? Are you pretty much all just going after like the paid guest posts? Are you doing natural outreach? Like, how do you see link building specifically for your affiliate websites?
Such a good question. Really, really good question. There's like multiple layers on why this is good. Okay, so let's start with one thing. So what I typically try to do in terms of link velocity is just outpace the competition. So I'll toss in like my competitors. I'm not going to toss in like Healthline or anyone that's not in my league, but I'll toss in like a competitor that's at my level, and I'm just going to look at all but their monthly link velocity and then take the average of that, then add 10% onto that. So no matter what, I'm building links faster than them. And that's taken into account that whatever Ahrefs is showing, it's including a bunch of crap links too. So if I'm doing 10% more than their Ahrefs number and they're all good links, then I'm going to beat them, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm not worried about like triggering something in the algorithm, like you're building links too fast. Like I'm at pace with the niche. I'm just doing a little bit better than them. Now, a question about like paid links. So we do all of the above. So we do natural outreach, we do paid guest posts, we do skyscraper outreach, we do all that stuff. But at the end of the day, like, because affiliate SEO is high competition, and because we know at the end of the rainbow, like once this thing is ranking, margins aren't even a question. Like the profit that comes in from an affiliate website for 1 month ranked number one will pay for the whole journey to get there. So we just spend, like, we find that spending, it gets the links faster and it gets us to that profit zone faster, and it's a better financial decision overall. Of course, I don't know there's risk, right? There's risk. You paid for a link, but like the whole point of it is to get links that there's no detectable way that they're paid. That's the approach that I have.
So you're pretty much just to answer it short then too. You're pretty much just using your company for for all your links for your websites?
Yeah. So
And are you worried
okay.
about that too? Like, are you not like, when I say your company too, I'm just saying like, basically like paid links, right? Of some sort. Are you not doing any sort of outreach? Is it just not, or is that not, I guess, is that not something you're worried about? Like in terms of diversification of a link profile, or are you doing other, and when I say paid links too, I'm assuming that they're just contextual links, right? Like guest post, sponsored posts, etc. But are you doing like other types of links, like pillowing links? Like, is that still in play for you guys?
Yeah. So what we do is the bread and butter will be using authority builders for guest posts, and those. So it's our company, and we're getting links from websites with traffic. The reason I focus on links from websites with traffic is just like if Google likes a website enough for it to be part of the 9% of the internet that has rankings, then of course they're okay with the outbound links.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where guest posts are coming up from. But guest posts don't have that much power. They have a whole bunch of trust and they have a bunch of relevance because you're writing the content around it. But there's no power. Like these new posts don't have any links going to them. So we'll supplement with our own outreach for like link insertions into an existing article. So like those we'll be cherry picking. Once we get like a hit, we'll be like, yo, can we get a link in this article to our page? And at the end of the day too, we're still paying for those. Like at the end of the day, we still find it faster and our conversion is much better if we're just offering money rather than begging for links.
Yeah, I feel you.
Other than that, we're experimenting all the time. So Skyscraper, and we build citations to affiliate sites, we do GMBs, we do all of the above, but mostly it's like just guest posts and link insertions, to be honest, and all contextual.
That makes me feel good.
Why?
Because so I opened my agency back up a couple months ago, and we've been taking on some clients, and a lot of what I've been talking about too, and a lot of my content recently, and especially for the people in the blueprint, is to basically just use link vendors, because link building is just, it's not worth it anymore. If you're doing end-to-end SEO, it's just too much. And to work with the top dollar clients too, they're not really hiring you for link building. They're hiring you for SEO skill set, which there's so much to focus on with that, with technical SEO and content and on page and keyword research, to like also have to deal with outreach is just a fucking nightmare. So, there's good link builders out there. I give no BS a lot of credit, but you guys do a really good job too. The point is that like, I've been pushing people to first of all, make sure that a website, especially if it's a client website, is okay to take that type of link, meaning they have a good base. It's not a brand new website. It's not like the boner pill space, stuff like that, or gambling, something like that. But yeah, I've just been telling people to do it, because we do it too. I mean, we buy all of our links, but at the same time, I do get a lot of natural links to a lot of our properties as well, just because I do a lot of content, etc. But that's why I said that. So, yeah. But I want to.